Oh, hi guys, it's me again, and I just wanted to get on here and talk about how some ambiguities that come with the modern age, and especially like post Enlightenment, um, which for those of you that don't know, that was just the period starting in roughly uh the 17th, mid 17th to late 18th century, starting from 17th century, starting from then, when basically our modern conception of science and like rational inquiry with experiments and like the institutionalization of academic discipline really started to take off, and society started secularizing and stuff, and that eventually led to all of the technology which we have now. um and before I get into some of my concerns, let me just say that this is going to be ironic because I'm standing or sitting in a device which is a product of Enlightenment principles, communicating to you guys through a device which is also that, on a platform which is also that. And so, but still, um, they don't really concern themselves too much with technology as such. It's just really more about the methodology of the Enlightenment, which sort of tended to put reason above all. Um, and the problem I have with that really is that just because you can describe a bunch of things and you know how they work, that doesn't say anything about how they should relate to you. Right? Knowing a description of a thing is not enough. Knowing the way it works, that's not enough. Like, you're still human. That doesn't necessarily say anything about your experiences or that of others as individuals. That's where, the humanities comes in, and I think both are important. That was what my major was in, and I'm in grad school now in a Socratic program based around the classics, the like classic books, some of which include like mathematical and physical works from like Newton and Euclid, and also even more modern stuff, modern relatively speaking, like hyperbolic geometry. I'm studying that now. Um, but I've also studied calculus, I've studied biology, chemistry, physics, um, but it's just this insistence, like the the insistence on rationalism, on rational inquiry, almost becomes like a godlike obsession. That's the only thing people ever care about. And it can lead to like very dangerous, extremely dangerous results. I mean, this type of thinking is what led to eugenics in the early to mid 1900s. It's what specifically led to the rise of the no Germans. And I mean the United States government experimented on and euthanized hundreds of thousands of disabled people, women, and black people. And if you don't believe me, look up these things. Buck v. Bell, American Eugenics, and the Tuskegee syphilis experiments. Um, if you want more information about that, but really, that is why I sort of have misgivings about the Enlightenment, even though we've all benefited from it in some ways. In other ways, it it really left not a good um didn't really leave a good legacy behind. Um and a lot of people, especially now, of course, all of you know I'm an atheist, but there's a specific subsection of atheists. You know the ones. They're a meme, but they do exist. The fedora wearers that are just have no nuance in their positions. They don't want to hear anything about even anything resembling a religious justification for someone being good. Um, they're typically libertarians, most of the time, frankly, because they couldn't be bothered to give a crap about anyone but themselves. Not all. I mean, um, I'm sure as individuals, the these people are just fine, but like there are systemic issues for stuff. I've never denied that. You guys know what way I lean, or I think it's obvious what way I tend to lean on those issues. And yeah, I just this type of intense focus on rationalism and praising the virtues of the Enlightenment, it leads you to forget about your fellow man. Because sometimes feelings and compassion are just as necessary as rational inquiry. Um, and like I said again, it's a little ironic because without that, I wouldn't be able, or I wouldn't have been able to get as far as I did academically. But still, I mean, even then, it's something worthy of criticism, and I hope that this little short um exposition about these things maybe opened up your guys' mind to seeing it in a different way. Uh, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.